Hello everyone, today I'm back for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So to build the Tin Man you are going to need light gray concrete, stone button, a lot of polished andesite stairs, gray concrete, polished andesite slab, polished tuff stairs, red concrete, smooth quartz slab, white wool, blue wool, and polished black stone button. So once you have all those materials, we can go ahead and begin. So we're going to start the Tin Man off with a row of 8 with your light gray concrete. Next row we're going to do 1 polished andesite, 1 light gray concrete, or 2 light gray concrete, sorry, 2 polished andesites, 2 light gray concrete, 1 polished andesite. We're going to place 2 stone buttons on top of these light gray concretes here, and then bring the polished andesites forward by 1. We're then going to do 2 entire rows of polished andesite, and bring those rows forward by 1, of course. Next row, we're going to do 1 polished andesite, 2 light gray concretes, 2 polished andesites, 2 light gray concretes, 1 polished andesite. Bring the polished andesites forward. I'm not going to say polished andesite every time, by the way. I'm just going to say andesite from now on, just to save some words. Next row, entirely light gray concrete. Next 2 rows, we're going to do light gray concrete again, but we're going to bring them forward by 1. So like this. And then with our stone buttons, we're just going to place them in the middle here. We are then, for the next row, going to do an entire row of polished andesite, and we're going to bring that forward as well. Next row, we are going to do an entire row of polished andesite. We're going to bring these 2 end blocks forward like that, and then we're going to place stone buttons in the middle here. Next row, we're going to place 2 polished andesites, 4 light gray concretes, 2 polished andesites, and place stone buttons on the ends here. Next row, which is the last row of the legs, we're going to do an entire row of light gray concrete, like that. And then we're going to place a 2x2 square of polished andesite right here with stone buttons on top of those. Just like that. So that is the front of the legs done. Moving on to the sides of the legs, we're going to do the left side first. So we're going to drag the light gray concrete back by 3. 1, 2, 3. We are going to drag the polished andesite back by 3. Tell you what, we're just going to drag everything back by 3, and then we will add all the 3D stuff after we do that. So there we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the polished andesite 3D, and we're just going to we're actually not even going to place anything on those. Don't worry about that. We're going to bring the light gray concrete back. Don't connect these in the corners, by the way. We're going to place 2 rows of polished andesite here, and that will be that. And then with our buttons, we're just going to place them, not there, we're going to place them on the ends of these light gray concretes here. And then we're going to place them on this entire row right here. So that is that side done. The other side is the exact same. So let's go ahead and just fill this in. Basic template here. Oh, place right, please. Thank you. Just like that. We're going to do 4 stone buttons here, 2 entire rows of andesite, 2 entire rows of light gray concrete, buttons on the ends, and then polished andesite everywhere else. So that is that side done. And then for the back of the legs, is pretty simple. We are going to connect the light gray concrete here, connect all the polished andesites, go ahead and bring those back by 1 as well. we're going to do a row of light gray concrete, and then we're going to do these 2 rows that are extended backwards. We're then going to do 2 rows of polished andesite. And we're going to bring this bottom one entirely out, and then these 2 on the ends on this one. Place an additional polished andesite here and here. Place stone buttons on these blocks right here. And then we're just going to fill the rest of the sim with light gray concrete. And that will give you the back of the legs done. So, moving back to the front, we're going to start on the torso. For the torso, we're going to place a light gray concrete here and then a polished andesite next to it. We're going to place upside down polished andesite stairs coming off of that, and then 2 polished andesite slabs going left and right, just like this. And then back here, just make this all light gray concrete. And then pretty much the entirety of the torso is the exact same. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do this. Tell you what we'll do. Back here, what we're going to do, so this is the first row of the torso right here. We're going to go on top of this by 11 with the polished andesite back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. You don't have to fill this in back here, but I'm going to, just so we can have a good foundation to work on. But yeah, fill all this in back here with just polished andesite, just to make this a little easier on ourselves. Just like that. These top 2 rows here, with our polished andesite, we're going to do 3 polished andesites right here. And then we're going, with our polished tuff stairs, we're going to place them facing inwards towards each other. And then 3 polished andesite slabs. And that's the bow tie and the kind of upper part. And then right here, this lower half of this block, we're going to do an entire row of polished andesite slabs. Right here, we're going to drag this all the way down with the light gray concrete. And then we're going to fill this entire section in with polished andesite just in here. This is like the can looking part of his torso. And then with our stone buttons, this row right next to the light gray concretes, we're just going to drag them all the way down, which will give us this. And that is the front of the torso completely done. So moving on to the arms are a little tedious. So we're going to do 2 gray concretes and then 2 light grays. Let's go ahead and lay out the other side as well. So we'll do the left arm first. So we're going to do an additional row of light gray concrete, and we're going to place a stone button here and 2 right above the gray concretes here. To make this easier, we're just going to go ahead and make the entire arm polished andesite. Like that. With our polished andesite slabs, we're going to kind of order off the hands right here. Then we're going to leave an entire full block here, and then we're going to place an upside down stair right here with 2, I'm going to move these closer together, 2 polished andesite slabs coming out like this. We're going to place a full block on top of that one and a upside down stair here and a right side facing stair on top of that. We're going to place a polished andesite block behind that and right here as well. And then we're going to place a stair, normal facing stair right here, and a normal block underneath that. And then we're going to place a slab coming out of that stair, a block underneath that, and a slab coming out from here. So that is the first kind of, I don't even know what that would be called, just the first split part. And then up here, right off these slabs that we placed earlier, we're going to place a normal stair. We're going to place 4 normal blocks behind that. On top of this, the second block here, we're going to place a slab. Then this one we're going to place a stair facing this way. And then this one we're going to place a stair facing this way. And we're going to try to curve them both. I think we might need to place, there we go, like that. Right here we're going to place an upside down stair with 4 coming out the left of it. And then right here we're going to place a slab, upside down stair, behind it, full block, upside down stair. So this is what you should have for the side of the statue. The other side is the exact same, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and make the axe. So get rid of this gray concrete block. We're going to place a polished andesite here. And we are going to drag this out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. On top of the 7th block, we're going to place a polished andesite slab. We're going to place polished andesite slab here with an upside down stair right here. Also, this is not a very good axe. I tried my best to design an axe, but it's actually really freaking hard to design an axe in Minecraft for some reason. So I tried my best though. And we're going to place a polished andesite block here, upside down stair here, normal stair here. Well, kind of normal. 2 blocks on top of that. Connect this back, and then we're going to place a normal stair here. Come on, and a slab here. So it's not the best, but I mean, it's an attempt at an axe. I wonder if we could what would happen if we did this. Well, won't matter. Doesn't look good anyways. So this is not my best design, but it's the most I could do. So that's the axe. Let's do the other arm real quick before I keep forgetting. So let's make the entire arm polished andesite. I'm going to do this arm a little bit faster, obviously, since we've done this before. So let's cuff this off. Then I'm just going to do this a little bit faster. Okay. So there, slab, slab. Can't believe we are making tutorials for a movie that came out almost 90 years ago, that's insane to think about. That Wizard of Oz is that old. Well, it's such an icon to cinema that's just like, yeah. We're gonna place a normal one here, upside down one here, slab here. There's that stair here. Sometimes I go really in depth with these statues and kind of kicks me in the butt in tutorials because I'm like, how did I do that? Just put that there, that there, that there. There we go. So that is the front of the Tin Man done. So let's move on to the sides of him, sides of the arms. So let's pull back the hands by 3 with the light gray concretes. I'm going to pull the polished andesite back here. We'll just pull back by I don't know, 5 blocks. That'll work. And then we're going to do the sides of the hands like this. We're going to place 4 stone buttons on them. And then like we did earlier, let's just go ahead and make the entirety of the arms polished andesite just to make this a little easier on ourselves. Let's cuff off the hands here. And then we're pretty much just going to drag everything over on the side. So just drag it over by 4. Then we're going to do an entire row of polished andesite, then an entire row of polished andesite slabs. And then we're going to do stairs here not like that. And then 2 rows of Yep, 2 rows of normal blocks, and then just these stairs up here as well. And then the shoulder blades are just polished andesite as well, of course. And then the other side is the exact same. Let's go ahead and fill the bottom of the hands in. Fill in the arms, just polished andesite. And just rinse and repeat, really. So that's what a lot of this statue is. The Tin Man and Dorothy are the ones that are, out of the 4 main characters, these are the ones that are pretty repetitive. Scarecrow and Cowardly Lion, however, are absolutely not. Cowardly Lion is insane with the stuff that I did with them. So let's go ahead and do the back of the arms. Let's fill in the shoulders. Back of the arms are a mirror of the front, just so you guys know. And then fill that in. So let's do the back of the arms real quick. So do that. Let me get a, there we go. That's a good picture for me. So we'll do this. The music went off, so it's quiet now. Put a slab here, stair, 2 blocks. And then we'll do stair, slab, block, stair, upside down stair, blocks all the way in here, and then upside down stair, block, stair, slab. So there's that side. This side is the exact same. So let's do that. So we're not going to connect the cuff of the hands, but we're going to connect these. So that's how that works, by the way. So 2 of these, upside down stair, normal stair, fill all this in. There we go. And we're going to connect the stair back, normal block, upside down stair, slab, upside down stair, normal, connect all the way back, all this. And there we go. That is the back of the arms done. And now for the back of the torso. Back of the torso is pretty simple. We are going to come down here. We're going to fill this first row in with light gray concrete. And then on this upper half of the block, we're going to do an entire row of polished andesite slabs. Oh, one more thing. With our stone buttons, we're going to place them in the same positions they are in the front. And now we will go ahead and just drag all this polished andesite up. And then like we did on the front, we're going to stop where we stopped there. Just like that. And then we'll just do our 2 rows of polished andesite. And we will change that a little bit when we do the head, but we won't worry about it for now. So that's the back though, pretty simple. So now onto the head. For the head, what we're going to do, trying to figure out the best way to do this. With our polished andesite, we're going to drag this forward by 2 and go ahead and connect those together. Then for our first row here, Actually, we're going to work on this row real quick. We're going to place a upside down stair right here. We're going to place 6 full blocks right here and then an upside down stair. We're going to place a slab coming out of these stairs, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Going back in a row, we're going to do 3 polished andesites. Skip these 2 blocks, 3 polished andesites. We're going to place 2 red concretes back here with 2 smooth quartz slabs on the upper half right here. Next row, an entire row of polished andesite, and then we're going to get out our polished blackstone button, and we are going to place them. Oh, please work. Just right here, for those are his. It's like his nose hole, and we can get out the eye colors here, real quick. There we go. So that's that. And then we're going to do a polished andesite, a white wool, a blue wool, 2 polished andesites, 1 blue wool, 1 white wool, 1 polished andesite. Next row, 1 polished andesite, 2 gray concretes, 2 polished andesite, 2 gray concretes, 2 polished andesite, or 1 polished andesite, sorry. And then we're going to do 3 entire rows of polished andesite. Just like this. And that will give us the front of the head, or the face, I should say. So now what we can go ahead and do is we can honestly just go ahead and fill in the rest of the statue with or the rest of the head with polished andesite. So let's just go ahead and do that, just to give us a little template here, and that'll basically be most of the statue. We have to add the hat on and kind of the jawline, and that's basically it. I'm not even going to bother filling in the top of the head because we're not going to see any of it. And then fill in the back. There we go. And back over here, what we're going to do is we're going to place a slab on top of this slab here. We're going to take it back by 1 on the bottom half and then make this a full block. We're going to do a full block here. Do another full block here. We're going to place a stone button on this block, and then we're going to place 4 stone buttons going all the way up, just like this. And that is his kind of jawline. So we'll do the exact same thing over here. And then 4 stone buttons. And there you have it. That is the jawline done. So we've pretty much got most of the statue done. We just need to make the collar for his neck and then the hat. So with our polished andesite stairs, we're going to place them here. We're going to place 4 of them to be exact. So just like that. And then we're going to place a polished andesite block here. And then it's kind of hard to explain. We're going to place another row of stairs here, but we're going to make this stair look like that. And we're pretty much just going to drag that all the way around. So go ahead and do the exact same thing over here. So kind of do this. And then you can go ahead and just fill in this entire bottom row with polished andesite. And then we're going to connect these together like that. And then with our polished andesite stairs, we're going to place them underneath here. And then just fill in this bottom section with just polished andesite. And that will give you the kind of neck area. That's what that looks like. And now for the hat. So the hat. So to build the hat, what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do is with our polished andesite slabs, we're going to drag them across the entirety of the top half of the build here, the top block, of course. And we're going to connect them in the corners like that. Then we're going to go in a row and place, do an entire thing of polished andesite stairs, connecting them in the corners, of course. We're then going to go in a row and then up and do an entire row of polished andesite blocks. Then on top of these blocks, we're going to do an entire row of polished andesite stairs. Going in a row, we're going to do another row of polished andesite blocks. Going on top of this row, we're going to do another row of polished andesite stairs. And then going inward, we're just going to do 2 rows of polished andesite. And that will give you the Tin Man's hat. One final little change we are going to make to it, though. We have one little thing we got to do. It's this kind of the hoop thing that this is supposed to be like a oil canister that you drip oil into, a funnel, I guess, an oil funnel. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to this 4th block here, replace it with a stair. We're going to place an upside down stair on top of it. And then we're going to have to kind of build like this little thing here so we can do this. We're going to place a normal stair here and then an upside down stair here. Get rid of these blocks. And you should have something that looks like this. So like this kind of temporary, or not temporary, this kind of square shape. And actually, yeah, once you've done that, you will have finished your Tin Man statue. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for all the support lately. We're almost 150 subs. That's actually insane. Thank you guys all so much for the support. I really appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. And yeah, we'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.